Talk NASCAR with your host, Todd Bailing, co-hosts Brian Schmidt, PJ Noodleman, and producer Dangerous Dan Margetta. Call the show anytime at 414-421-7901. And now, the creator and host of the fastest hour in radio, Todd Bailing.
And it's nice to have you join us this cheery, sunny, all right, it's not all that sunny, Sunday morning. We are all over the place today. The race guys are at Road America right now. Brian and Dan are, what are you, on a golf cart at Road America? What are you doing?
We are just outside of turn number 14 up on top of the hill by the Mission Foods Bridge, getting ready for the Motul 6 hours of Road America for the IMSA.
6 hours? Come on with that. 6 hours at a road course. Just a minute. I have to put down my cocktail. Here come the cars. Okay, where did I put that cocktail?
It's kind of cool. It's a neat, to me, I've never been to an endurance race before, so I want to check it out. I'm going to see about 4 hours of the 6 hour race before I got to go to Slinger. But, it's cool to do, though. I think it's kind of neat. And a lot of other people think so, too, because there's a lot of people here. Man, there's a line on the road coming in here, and there's still people rolling in. And I think everybody's here to see what 6 hours of racing looks like on America's National Park of Speed.
All right, and IMSA.
Word on the street is the crowd here may rival that of the Cup Series races that were held here a few years back in 21 and 22. So that big of a crowd is expected to
be away, Brian. How can you take all the biggest names in the world of racing in a NASCAR race and compare it to a bunch of guys I never heard of?
Because of the cars, Todd. It's the cars. It's all about the cars here. I mean, you have every manufacturer known to man here. I mean, yesterday we watched 33 Lamborghinis ripping around this place. 54 cars are going to start this race here today. And I mean, you got everything from Lexus to Porsche to Cadillacs to Acura. I mean, we got two Acuras leading the field of green for this event today, followed by BMWs. Aston Martin's got cars here. I mean, you name it. It's every manufacturer. Right. Ford has tons of them.
Don't forget the Mustangs and the Corvettes. I'm going to say there's American cars too.
Yes, Mustangs and Corvettes are big time part of this.
That part, I guess, is kind of cool. I mean, I used to love that whole thing of going and rooting for Fords, and now I realize it's just a piece of sheet metal with some stickers on it. But, whatever it takes. Now, by the way.
And that is not the case in this series, though. Yes. These are actual cars from the manufacturer. If you'd ever come to one of these, Todd, I think you'd be hooked. Because you can walk right up and touch these cars and look in these cars, and the guys will talk to you about them. There's no restrictions for anybody. Anybody can go anywhere when you come to one of these.
Well, don't look for me in the near future. Now, I would say that by now you've noticed that our fourth wheel of the team here, PJ Noodleman, hasn't joined us yet, and she will any second. She is driving a motorhome between Plover, where last night her husband engineered a win. Is that how you say it? I probably not. At Golden Sands for Ty Majeski, and now that little caravan is on its way to Slinger. So she's in she's driving the motorhome, and Toby is driving the hauler. And I would imagine that Ty has his own car, huh?
You think they're racing?
I do. It's going to be a pretty big deal tonight at Slinger, by the way, the Carl Wagner Memorial. 7,000 to win, 750 to start. It's a 100-lapper. It's a big deal. I was actually supposed to announce this thing until I had to kind of withdraw due to my anyway, since I didn't know how good I would be this week, I had to kind of back out. But I'll be back for the Labor Day championship races there. But big night at Slinger, and that's where the caravan is heading from Plover to Slinger. I wonder how many cars are in that caravan. It'd be interesting to see. Last week, folks, it was one of the greatest stories to me. The biggest story of the entire season is where in the hell did this guy come from that can go from never having seen Indianapolis before to winning one of the crown jewels, whether or not they looked to you like there was anybody in the stands or not? Corey Heim won at Indianapolis in a part-time gig. Think about what you saw last week. And try not to tell me how shitty the racing was. I don't want to hear that right now. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the fact that Corey Heim ran up front all day, did a masterful job in that Toyota, kicked the living daylights out of every Hendrick car again. You think that's going to sit well with the old man at Hendrick Motorsports? Me neither. And Corey Heim, out of 15 starts, won his second race in that 67 car. I am just absolutely blown away. Consider this. At 2311 Racing, you have three full-time teams. You know that all of those teams have the best of the best when it comes to mechanics and pit crews and everything you can possibly want. This was a fourth string pit crew and a crew chief in a wheelchair, and they won at Indianapolis. I just can't get over what a great story that was, whether the racing was shitty or not. And by all accounts, kind of was.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a cool story, too, that this kid went out and won half the truck races last year, won the championship, had nothing. You know, that didn't get him anywhere as far as getting a ride. He wasn't good enough. He didn't apparently bring enough money or something like that. So they find a spot for him. Hey, he's gone out and ripped off and won 2 races. Now, that's cool. That's how it used to be done. You had to prove yourself to get your ride, and he's done that. And I'm glad he's able to stay now because he's actually, found victory lane. There should be no reason not to put him somewhere.
Absolutely right? Amazing.
And Corey Heim now has more Cup wins than Ty Gibbs, Connor Zilich, Carson Hocevar. I mean, think of the list of people he's passed. And he was past, Gibbs. He didn't get a ride over Gibbs. Yeah. And now he just goes, here, I got 2 wins to year 1, and I've only run 15 races.
It's absolutely amazing. It wasn't, we were thinking, geez, it's kind of cool. We had 2 first-time winners in Carson Kvapil and Corey Heim last week. No, remember, Corey Heim won at San Diego a couple of weeks ago. He's not a surprise anymore. I mean, I would leave this car don't you think?
Yes.
Number 23, 45, and 67, but no, they announced he's going to get into that 35 car next year. I don't believe it's going to say Monster Energy anymore, is it?
No, it'll probably be something else. I mean, because that Monster Energy deal was a Riley Herbst thing.
Right.
I'm glad we have a true rivalry starting here with the guy that finished 9th.
Dan, we're going to talk all about that rivalry in one of the segments down the line here, because I think that's as great as anything that has come out of this whole thing. And look about what Dan just said. You got Corey Heim. You got our good friend Carson Hocevar. And don't forget Connor Zilich. They're all young, aggressive, spectacular young talents that are going to be competing in this series and entertaining the fans for many years to come. And I think the series is looking very good for the future. But there's part of that we will have to talk to about during the show, because there's things that have to happen that are pretty interesting. Today's IMSA race, where the boys are here at Road America, is going to be televised on Peacock. Peacock, that's one of those pay streaming services. And coincidentally, today's Milwaukee Brewers games, which happens to draw a pretty good audience, is also on Peacock today. If you don't have it yet, I didn't have it till the last time the Brewers are on there. Now I'm paying for it and I never watch it. So, there's something to watch today. We got 2 choices. This race will start while the guys are sitting right alongside of the track. So we're going to have to deal with cars coming by here at 10:40 this morning. So it's going to get loud by you guys. You do realize that. Pretty awesome. We're going to take our first break. We're going to come back with one of the great young talents in the sport of NASCAR right after these.
Ferraris, Porsches, Lambos, Volvos, McLarens, they're all coming to Road America for GT World Challenge America, August 28th through the 30th. It's the most exotic grid of the summer, and they're not here to cruise. If you want drama, style, and world-class racing, this is your weekend. GT World Challenge America, August 28th through the 30th. Get tickets at roadamerica.com. Supercars Unleashed.
As a growing manufacturing company, we needed security solutions. We chose Bonafide because of the services they offer, pricing, and trusted reputation. But it's their outstanding service and support that convinced us we made the right choice with Bonafide.
When businesses need security, they contact Bonafide Security Solutions. From locks and alarms to safes and surveillance, we do it all. We are Bonafide. We protect what you value. For your free security survey, call us today or visit bonafidesafe.com.
The summer heat is on, and PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend has everything you need with fresh mulch arriving daily. From premium hardwood mulch to hemlock and pine bark to EnviroMulch in red, gold, chocolate brown, and black colors. PMF also has a large variety of decorative stone and granite, as well as field stone, topsoil, and compost. For all your landscaping needs, visit PMF Landscape Supply, 5470 River Road in West Bend. Call 262-338-8800. Or visit pmflandscape.com. Friends of racing for many years. PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend.
This Saturday, Gals Raceway Park explodes with the return of the Alive for 5 Super Late Models. The Midwest Best go door-to-door in the Larry Deacon's 125, presented by Wagner Automotive. Plus, 602 late models, Midwest Dash Series, Bandos, Legend, and a massive boat race fireworks show. Gates open at 3, qualifying 4:30, green flag racing at 6. Get your advance tickets online now and save at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dells Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
Chimney Mechanics installs and services wood, natural gas, propane, pellet stoves, and chimneys. We service all of Wisconsin, the UP, and Northern Illinois. We repair all brands and all models of fireplaces, no matter where you bought it. We do custom chimney caps, liners, chimney fire repairs, water and stonework, water leak repairs, and replacement dampers. We do new construction and insurance work. No job is too big or too small. ChimneyMechanics.com. That's Chimney Mechanics with an X. Check us out on Facebook.
Last week at Indianapolis, we knew it was coming. We knew it was just a matter of time. We knew all the bad luck had to go away for at least one race, and it finally happened. And Carson Kvapil won his first race in the Norp Series for Junior Motorsports. Boy, what a powerhouse team. The top 4 cars, all in junior cars. And it was such a great event for so many people that the car owner himself, Junior, was moved to tears. It was pretty awesome. We have Carson Kvapil with us right now from his home in North Carolina. It was a great day for so many of us who've been waiting for this, Carson. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
You weren't surprised because you knew you had a good car. What surprised you probably is that you hadn't won before you got to Indianapolis.
Yeah, for sure. I knew we were going to have a really good car from lap 1 in practice. I could tell that compared to what I've had there before, it was a lot better. And I had known that Rodney, the crew chief, has won a couple cup races there. So obviously that being the case, really boosted our confidence going into it. But yeah, like I said, him winning cup races and then I was able to verify it by my first lap on practice with how fast we were. So just carried all that speed over into qualified second, and just had a really, really good race, really fast car.
Track position all day long, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'd never fell out of 5th or 6th, I don't think. So just stayed up front all day, and that was good because it was really hard to pass. And the way that our package was there just made it really hard to build runs on people and make passes, and you could be 0.3 faster than somebody, and it was almost impossible to pass them. So yeah, it was really good that we had track position all day and stayed up front.
You mentioned Rodney. You talk about Rodney Childers, who was with Harvick for a championship and is a veteran. How do you get along with that guy? And wouldn't it be kind of nice to stay with him?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I don't think I've met anyone that's disliked Rodney. He's just a good all-around good dude, and he's really good at what he does. So having him part of our one team is a big deal, and we all knew that going into this year. Roughly this time last year, a little after this time last year. So I figured there'd be really fast cars out of the one camp this year, and he's won a couple races with Zilich, and now he's able to get one with me. So just going to try to carry the momentum on and keep trying to win more races.
Outstanding.
Carson, talk a little bit about your season here. Now you've moved around from several different cars, having to juggle running with different teams. Talk about those challenges you've had with that, and how nice it is knowing from now until the end of the season you're going to be in the same car with the same crew.
Yeah, it's just hard because a lot of these guys in the series just get into a good rhythm, right? And they can knock out a handful of good races with their team and can get into a good flow, I guess you could say. Whereas when you're running 3 different cars, you can't really do that. You got different crew chiefs for each car, different teams for one of the cars, and it's just a different deal, So I knew once we got full time with Rodney in his car that we were going to have really, really fast cars, and we were going to be able to put together some really good runs and hopefully win races, and just trying to get through that first half of the season, or first 3/8 of the season, I guess you could say. So cars have been really fast, like I said, and it was hard to bounce around, but could have been worse. We had pretty fast cars in every race, and it went good.
Yeah. So now talk about also, you finally got that win. It's been a long time coming. You've had so many good runs, so many opportunities that were there, and something would happen. And eventually those pile up. Sometimes they kind of get in your head a little bit. It never did with you guys. I mean, how did you just put that aside and finally get it done? And now once it is done, this could be the floodgates opening, right? I mean, you should be able to hopefully put a few more together here.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's I knew once we got our first one, it was going to hopefully, break the ice, I guess you could say, and we were going to be able to knock out some more. So these next couple weeks will kind of tell us how we are, and we go to some pretty good tracks that I'm excited about going to. I feel like we've ran good in the past, so just looking for really good runs. We're second in points right now, which is really good, I guess, for the situation we've had this year, and trying to set ourselves up for the start of the chase. And if we can just stay second, that'd be amazing. And just try to knock out more good races, like you said, and try to get into a rhythm of running top 3, top 5 every week. So I think that's definitely a doable thing. I feel like with the one car, I haven't ran much worse than maybe 7th place. So just looking for really good runs and obviously chasing more wins. Now that we got the first one out of the way, it's going to hopefully become more of a normal for us to be in the top 3 and race for wins.
There you go. And your brother Caden's doing all right for himself too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing pretty solid. He was able to win that Hampton Heat race the same night that we won Indy, so that was cool. In that deal, the late model stock series, that's probably the 4th biggest race of the year you can win. So pretty strong win. I think they're heading to a few car series races coming up, but then they got Martinsville here in a couple weeks, and that's probably the biggest race. So see if you can go get a clock.
All right, now we were hoping you would be at the Slinger Nationals, but you weren't. We got another big race coming up Tuesday, and I'm trying to find out if you're going to make the trip to Kaukauna.
No, I'm not. I had maybe an option to go run Kaukauna and do that, but with the schedule after Indy, it got really hard to make that all work and do all that, right? I love Kaukauna. I love Slinger. I love all those places. It's just, man, there's so much racing around North Carolina with these late model stock cars and even pro cars down here that, it's so easy just to go 45 minutes down the road and go race your late model versus trying to either catch a flight to Wisconsin or drive to Wisconsin. It's just, man, it's so easy. There's so much racing around here, around the local stuff, but definitely would want to run Kaukauna in those places. I do miss it, but like I said, it's just super easy to run around here.
Well, Carson, we just totally proud of you and your whole family. Your dad is a quality guy, and we've known him forever. And to have good things happen to good people, we knew it was coming. We're thrilled for you. And go out and run off about 3 or 4 in a row, would you?
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
All right. Carson Kvapil won his first race last week at Indianapolis. What a great place to win your first race. Just don't put any skid marks on the bricks. We'll be right back.
From racing engines to street engines, long blocks to turnkey packages, or complete custom engines, just ask and Wagner Automotive can fill your needs. All backed by many years of racing experience. These years of experience have provided reliability and performance that customers need to win races. Wagner's has been building championship winning engines for top teams from NASCAR to short tracks in your backyard. This expertise has carried over to street engines they supply to top custom car builders. The Wagner Company in the heart of Wisconsin is outfitted with the state-of-the-art machinery necessary to design, manufacture, build, and test custom engines and their accessory parts. Dyno services are independently available for anyone needed to test their engine. Wagner's Company can also provide you or your company with production CNC machining or welding services. All your questions and requests are handled personally by Casey Wagner. Just give us a call at 920-394-3557 or visit our website at WagnerAutomotive.com.
Miller Sales and Service of Random Lake is where to go for a trailer, no matter what you're hauling. Tom and Jerry Miller have been selling trailers from B&B, Trophy, and Bravo for over 50 years. Quality and integrity is what put them on the map on the corner of 57 and K since 1939. Home of the number 89 dirt and asphalt cars of Brad Miller. That's Miller Sales and Service. It's where to go for a trailer, just 20 minutes north of Milwaukee. Call them 920-994-4358.
Ferraris, Porsches, Lambos, McLarens. They're all coming to Road America for GT World Challenge America, August 28th through the 30th. It's the most exotic grid of the summer, and they're not here to cruise. If you want drama, style, and world-class racing, this is your weekend. GT World Challenge America, August 28th through the 30th. Get tickets at roadamerica.com. Supercars Unleashed.
As a growing manufacturing company, we needed security solutions. We chose Bonafide because of the services they offer, pricing, and trusted reputation. But it's their outstanding service and support that convinced us we made the right choice with Bonafide.
When businesses need security, they contact Bonafide Security Solutions. From locks and alarms to safes and surveillance, we do it all. We are Bonafide. We protect what you value. For your free security survey, call us today or visit bonafidesafe.com.
Time. Boy, oh boy, has that kid been in the news this week, as you might imagine, with a spectacular story like he is. And at the press conference after he won last week at the Brickyard, they asked him about what was going on there with you and Hocevar and him whipping you off and all that. And Corey, he was very thoughtful, and he went, I did block him, but it's kind of what was required, and this and that. And and then they're going, oh, it's going to make such a great rivalry. And he's very calmly said, where did he finish? And they all look at, the press all go, ninth. He says, you guys love talking about a guy who finished ninth. Holy crap. Stick it right in your ass. That was fantastic. I mean, who wouldn't like that? They asked him something else. He says, I don't know. He lost another one. I don't really know. It's just great. The rivalry is definitely there.
And he said he was going to put the ring on his middle finger when he showed it to him.
Yeah. In honor of Carson, I put my Brickyard 400 ring on my middle finger. Oh, man. We need this. The sport needs this. And on top of everything else, you want drivers with talent, no matter if they bring money or they don't bring money or where they came from. You like guys who drive their ass off. And this guy just clicks all the boxes. What a talent. Can you imagine 2 out of the first 15 races of his career? He's not even running full time. Oh, who did I see he's ahead of in the points already? By the way, like Brian mentioned earlier, he's got twice the wins that Gibbs has in his 3 or 4 year stint at the Cup level. It's amazing. And boy, don't you think that speaking of, not just Hendrick worried about, 23-11 getting ahead of them, which they most obviously are. But Gibbs, too. I mean, here we let this guy get away. It was never even a challenge to get him in that car, Brian. What was it? He pissed off the mom? Is that what I remember?
Yeah, that was the biggest deal about that was the Gibbs family was national anthems going on here. That's why we're so quiet. But yeah, the Gibbs family was all upset about things him and Heim did together when they were running the ARCA series. So that was big.
Did you say they're praying right now with Father Gruba?
No, they did that already. It's not the national anthem.
Oh, it's anthem. Yeah. Stand and put your hand over your heart and don't listen to me for a couple of minutes. I'm more worried about PJ. She was going to call us at 10 o'clock and it's, 25 after and we haven't heard from her yet. So, Carson Hocevar had been scheduled to race at Kaukauna on Tuesday and, just found this out. Chevrolet told him that since he is, and I didn't realize this, highest Chevy driver in the points, that he has to concentrate on that and cut out all the other racing. Well, now, isn't that interesting? I wonder how that sits with the old man Hendrick. It can't be good. The question would be, whatever happened to Hendrick Racing? Good God. Talk about falling off the map. Last week, that 5-car was perfect. It was in a perfect position. Larson was leading the race, and he cut a tire and totaled his car, and that was the end of that. Just one more brick in the wall around the Hendrick deal. Anybody? What happened to Hendrick?
Yeah, it makes you wonder. I mean, they're still running up front. They're just not getting the results. And you keep saying bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. But eventually, as it piles up, you start wondering, are you cursed? I mean, that kind of thing, because that's what's gone on last 4 weeks now. I think that Kyle Larson's actually wrecked out of a race.
Yeah, and last week wasn't his fault because he cut a tire, but the 3 weeks before that, I mean, Chicago, he's running in the top 5 and he just inexplicably spins out. At Atlanta, he just wrecks. I don't think there was anything that malfunctioned there. And I think he might have cut a tire at Wilkesboro. I think he did there. So 50% of his races over the last 4 have been, things of his own doing. So it's just not good.
If you think this is setting well at Hendrick Motorsports, I can guarantee you that it is not. I talked to some people inside the sport, and I don't know that he's totally hit the panic button yet, particularly since old man Hendrick has figured out how to steal Connor Zilish away, which is another whole story completely, because they have a guy in Corey Day who was kind of groomed to take that 48 car over, and now Corey Day is getting shuffled off to Buffalo? Is that what we think of Spire?
Well, it could be. I mean, it's kind of the Hendrick satellite team right now, Spire. I think they kind of would like to have it like Jordan is to Gibbs. I mean, the two Toyota teams, I think they'd like to have the same thing with Spire and Hendrick. And the people are there. They're hiring people, and the money is definitely there. I mean, they have a lot of money behind Spire there too, so I can see it happening.
And if you think about it, Junior Motorsports has been Hendrick's feeder series, in the Busch Xfinity Norp series, whatever you want to call it, until Hendrick put their own car together for Corey Day. And on the truck side of it, Spire has been the Chevy team on the truck team. So, that's kind of where Spire has their connection with the Hendrick group.
Interesting. Good, and a good point too. Hendrick finds a way to have feeder teams, and between Spire and Junior, he certainly has done that. So the boys are at Road America, where they're getting ready to race IMSA cars. That race gets underway in like 12 minutes. They already prayed and sang the song. So I would imagine it's almost time for firing the engines. Am I right?
It's going to be pretty soon. You missed a cool flyover, too. This huge plane flew right over us. And
the refueling team from Milwaukee just flew right over us.
Oh, the 128th. Outstanding.
Yes, that's it.
All right, yeah. All right, well, we're going to sneak away for a break and come back. Hopefully we'll find PJ by then. PJ Noodleman, where are you?
Normally, stuff falling from the sky is bad news at the races. But not this week. Let's go
Racing. Plymouth Dirt Track Racing. It's the huge Vandervaart Concrete Candy and Point Drop. Plus flow sticks from Four Seasons Comfort Coloring Contest from Impress Floor Care and Kindred Heart Family's Back to School Supply Drive. With Super 6 lane models, 360 sprints, Grand Nationals, and B-Mods Racing. Dirt flies at 5:30. Kids 11 and under free with paying adults. Check out PlymouthDTR.com. The Saturday night tradition, Plymouth Dirt Track Racing.
Miller Sales and Service of Random Lake is where to go for a trailer, no matter what you're hauling. Tom and Jerry Miller have been selling trailers from B&B, Trophy, and Bravo for over 50 years. Quality and integrity is what put them on the map on the corner of 57 and K since 1939. Home of the number 89 dirt and asphalt cars of Brad Miller. That's Miller Sales and Service. It's where to go for a trailer, just 20 minutes north of Milwaukee. Call them 920-994-4358.
This Saturday, Gals Raceway Park explodes with the return of the Alive for 5 Super Late Models. The Midwest Best go door-to-door in the Larry Deacon's 125, presented by Wagner Automotive. Plus, 602 late models, Midwest Dash Series, Bandos, Legend, and a massive boat race fireworks show. Gates open at 3, qualifying 4:30, green flag racing at 6. Get your advance tickets online now and save at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dells Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
The summer heat is on, and PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend has everything you need with fresh mulch arriving daily. From premium hardwood mulch to hemlock and pine bark to EnviroMulch in red, gold, chocolate brown, and black colors. PMF also has a large variety of decorative stone and granite, as well as field stone, topsoil, and compost. For all your landscaping needs, visit PMF Landscape Supply, 5470 River Road in West Bend. Call 262-338-8800. Or visit pmflandscape.com. Friends of racing for many years. PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend.
Chimney Mechanics installs and services wood, natural gas, propane, pellet stoves, and chimneys. We service all of Wisconsin, the UP, and Northern Illinois. We repair all brands and all models of fireplaces, no matter where you bought it. We do custom chimney caps, liners, chimney fire repairs, water and stonework, water leak repairs, and replacement dampers. We do new construction and insurance work. No job is too big or too small. ChimneyMechanics.com. That's Chimney Mechanics with an X. Check us out on Facebook.
We are back, and there's good news out there. We have found and located PJ Noodleman, who is driving a motorhome between Plover and Slinger. Do you even know where you pulled off? PJ? No, well, we had her. We think we have her.
You do have me. I had myself muted because it was loud here. And I apologize for the background noise. So I'm not really sure where I'm at. We just pulled off. I am at Quick Trip. So if you see a Quick Trip with a motorhome off askew to the side.
No, there, quick to you.
Yeah, that's me.
Let me do a proper introduction. We are changing the guard. We had a different member of our staff that had the word hangover attached to their name before. However, due to the fact that PJ Noodleman was at Plover until the wee hours of the morning last night celebrating a win, it is now PJ Hangover Noodleman. How do you like that one?
I love it, actually, but honestly, Matt is going to always be the original hangover.
You had a pretty good night last night, huh?
We did. Fast time and winning of the race. It was really great. Gage Summers really put up a valiant fight. If you look at the victory lane picture, he doesn't really look very happy. He looks quite pissed.
Those are the best races.
Yeah. So anyway, Ty Majeski won it, but we'll go into all the results later if you want. Right. But we'll see how it goes tonight at Slinger. I'm excited.
Yeah, there you go. For a guy that lost last week, as Corey Heim pointed out more than once, you guys love talking about a guy who finished ninth. Hocevar has managed to keep himself in the news, and I cannot believe what he posted on X this week. He put a video, and Dave Kallman shared it. If I'm not particularly a Facebook friend of Carson Hocevar, but if Kallman shared it, then I saw it, and I couldn't believe what Hocevar said. It was really good. He was watching a Talladega race from...
It was a 2000 race, the one that Earnhardt's last victory there.
Okay, 26 years ago, watching a race, and he talked about the racing, the cars, the announcers, the television production, everything from top to bottom, how he thought was better than what they're doing now. And, you know, because the racing was so poor at Indianapolis, and everybody's beating themselves up thinking, what are we going to do to improve the racing? He said those magic words that NASCAR's just got to love. Carson Hocevar said, there's no point in tuning in. Are you shitting me? How stupid can you get? It's your paycheck, brother. What are you thinking about? Help me here.
I don't know. That's probably not the right thing to say when he doesn't. I don't think he's learned all the parts of the game that way that you can and can't say. So he just says it, which I guess, you know, we like it.
No. Go ahead, BJ.
I was just going to say that Carson is very good at stepping on his unit, but sometimes he does it in a very calculated way, and I think he's counting on the fan base to rally behind him and support him, and I know he is totally leaning in to that bad boy image, and quite frankly, this is kind of a cool thing for him to do.
It is a cool thing for our sport to have one of those bad boys. By the way, Denny Hamlin has it figured out. He knows what to do on his podcast this week. He said the simple fix, and I don't know how simple this would really be, is to lower the front end and raise the back end. I'm not an aerodynamicist, and I don't play one on the radio, but if it was that easy, it seems to me they would have done something like this already. Because, boy, oh boy, we had some follow the leader stuff going on last week that really couldn't be good. And Brian, by the way, there's a lot been said about the poor crowd at Indianapolis, and I guess what we really want to say is it might not have been as poor as everyone said. All right.
No, it hasn't been, because it was a crowd of 70,000 people, and the cars are going by now, so you may hear him in the background. Brian's over by the fence; he's getting drowned out. But I think it's the place holds 350,000 people, and they had a crowd of 70,000. It's going to look light. I don't think you're ever going to get the days like we had before when Indy was kind of new, and it was they had all those people show up. They had that tire debacle in 2008, and that kind of chased everybody away, and it hasn't been the same since. And at the same time, the Indy 500 kind of rebounded, and it's still the premier race there in Indianapolis. So I really...
Yeah, I agree with you, Dan. And having poor racing doesn't help either. However, 70,000 people in the stands, if you think about that, it's about a quarter full, but it's roughly twice of what they put in a packed house at Phoenix. So, you know, think about that when you're saying how poor the attendance looked. It's a bad look to see the stands empty. And that's pretty much what I think everybody was worried about, is that it looked so bad. If it was so great, why isn't there anybody there? There were a lot of people there. It just looks bad because there's so many seats. So how did they usually fix it? You do the right thing. You take seats out so it doesn't look so bad. And so many tracks did the same thing. But hey, since PJ is here, I just thought I'd bring up that Ryan Blaney, her pick last week, had some issues. Not only did he not win at the Brickyard, he also did not win the $1 million bonus. And Todd Gilliland finished ahead of Ryan Blaney last week. And that it couldn't have sat too good with his biggest fan, I'm guessing.
Well, Blaney still went down and shook his hand and said congratulations. So
he's a classy guy.
He is a classy guy, and even so, you know, I mean, it's not like he is broke. So it's kind of nice to see an underdog of sorts and Todd Gilliland be able to pick up some cash. So that's okay.
And I went to another Ford guy.
Yeah, I'll tell you something.
Exactly.
Todd Gilliland needs the money. That whole team needs the money. A hell of a lot more than Penske Racing needs the money. So good for them. And
God works in mysterious ways, Todd.
There you go. There you go. He's not doing it just to piss you off. There's real reasons behind stuff like this. We're glad you're tuned in. We're spread out across the state of Wisconsin, from two of us being at Road America, me being back in the Milwaukee area, and PJ somewhere she has no idea between Plover and Slinger. and we'll come back with the results right after these.
Normally, stuff falling from the sky is bad news at the races. But not this week. Let's go racing!
Plymouth Dirt Track Racing. It's the huge Vandervaart Concrete Candy and Point Drop. Plus float sticks from Four Seasons Comfort Coloring Contest from the Impress Floor Care and Kindred Heart Family's Back to School Supply Drive. With Super 6 late models, 360 sprints, Grand Nationals, and B-Mods Racing. Dirt flies at 5:30. Kids 11 and under free with paid adults. Check out PlymouthDTR.com. The Saturday night tradition, Plymouth Dirt Track Racing.
As a growing manufacturing company, we needed security solutions. We chose Bonafide because of the services they offer, pricing, and trusted reputation. But it's their outstanding service and support that convinced us we made the right choice with Bonafide.
When businesses need security, they contact Bonafide Security Solutions. From locks and alarms to safes and surveillance, we do it all. We are Bonafide. We protect what you value. For your free security survey, call us today or visit bonafidesafe.com.
It's the Carl Wigner Memorial and a 100-lap Super Late Model Triple Crown Round 2. See fender-banging, door-slamming action from 5 racing divisions, highlighted by a 100-lap Super Late Model feature on the incredible high banks. Affordable family fun. Kids 8 and under get in free, and it's just $50 for a family of 5. Join us this Sunday night at the Slinger Super Speedway. Gates open at 5, racing at 6:30. Get your tickets now at slingersuperspeedway.com.
It's the one big race you don't want to miss. The Candrude Auto Group 250, Tuesday night, August 4th at WIR. Featuring the stars and cars of the ASA Midwest Tour. See NASCAR Cup star Carson Hocevar, Tour champs Summer, Morrissey, and Zaire. Past winners Luke Fenhouse, Paulie Schaefer, and Casey Johnson. Fox River frontrunners Efforts, JVO, Vanderloop, Stensham, third-generation standout Ben Sauter, National stars Krause and McGee, NASCAR truck champion Ty Majeski, plus Tour Top Guns Vandergeest, Mondyke, and Fredrickson. Champions and challengers battling for $15,000. Advanced discount tickets, $25. Ages 12 and under free. See MidwestTour.racing for more. The ASA Midwest Tour Candrude 250 and Midwest Truck Dixieland Delight. Tuesday night, August 4th. Spectator gates open at 4. Racing at 6:30. The Candrude Auto Group 250. Wisconsin International Raceway. It's the biggest race of the year, and you just gotta be there.
The summer heat is on, and PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend has everything you need with fresh mulch arriving daily. From premium hardwood mulch to hemlock and pine bark to EnviroMulch in red, gold, chocolate brown, and black colors. PMF also has a large variety of decorative stone and granite, as well as field stone, topsoil, and compost. For all your landscaping needs, visit PMF Landscape Supply, 5470 River Road in West Bend. Call 262-338-8800 or visit pmflandscape.com. Friends of racing for many years. PMF Landscape Supply in West Bend.
And now the LTN Hour presents Dirt on the Dirt with Brian Schmidt.
All right, we're under green here at Road America, so bear with the car noise as they are completing their first full lap. A couple more to come by here. Started.
All right. This is as realistic as it gets. We're dodging the cars.
Last Sunday night, Angel Park Speedway for the IRA Sprint Cars, Travis Ahrens was your winner. Also last Sunday, Wheatsport, New York, the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars, David Gravel. Also last Sunday, Port Royal, Pennsylvania, the High Limit Sprint Car Series, $100,000 to win. Bob Reichert Memorial, Giovanni Selzi in the Spire car picked up the win there. Tuesday night at Eagle River in the USRA Limited Lates was Jason DeDroit. The stock cars was Kelsey Richards. Rice Lake had a $30,400 to win street stock feature, and Parker Anderson was your winner of that. Indianapolis, Indiana, Circle City Raceway for the USAC Amazon National Sprint Cars Indiana Sprint Week. Brady Bacon won that on Tuesday. Wednesday night, Paragon, another night of Indiana Sprint Week. Chase Swanson was your winner. York Haven, Pennsylvania, Pabst Motor Speedway for the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars was Chase Dietz. Thursday night, Terre Haute, Indiana, the USAC Amazon National Sprint Cars. Kyle Cummins was your winner. And up in New Richmond, Wisconsin, Cedar Lake Speedway, opening night of the 39th Annual USA Nationals, $12,000 to win for the World of Outlaw Late Models was Tyler Erb. And the Cedar Lake Late Models, that went to Pat Dorr. Friday night, Bloomington, Indiana, the USAC Amazon National Sprint Cars, Robert Ballou was your feature winner. Williams Grove, Pennsylvania. The couple.
Uh-oh. I don't know if the cars came by or we just lost Brian.
Buffalo picked up the win at Williams Grove. Everything else rained out. We had a lot of rain here on Friday night. Saturday night, last night at Francis Creek, the 141 Speedway in the modifieds was Aaron Scribner. Stock cars was Tyler Wilson. Grand National was Jake Richards. ABC Raceway was sort of modified with Mike Anderson. Comstock, Indiana, the Tri-State Speedway for the USAC Amsoil National Sprint Cars. Your feature winner was Justin Grant. The 2026 Indiana Sprint Week champ was Kyle Cummins. Williams Grove, night number 2 for the World of Outlaws, David Gravel was your winner. And finally, Cedar Lake Speedway last night, the 39th annual USA Nationals, $100,000 to win feature went to Bobby Pierce. And that has everything as they come by again.
You got it in one lap. That's pretty good. All right, PJ.
All right, on to the asphalt side of things. On last Sunday over at Slinger, Zach Prunty was the late model winner. Thursday at Kaukauna, Wisconsin International Raceway, late model winner was Todd Verhagen. The super late model winner getting his first super late model win, the young Penn Sauter.
Ooh, he finally won one. Outstanding.
Indeed. Madison Speedway in action on Friday night, and the rain won. Hawkeye Downs also trying to run on Friday night. Rain won there. And Norway Speedway up in Michigan, the rain was also the winner. So just like the dirt racing, Friday was a big washout for many of the asphalt tracks too. Yesterday, the Arca Menards East 250 at Flat Rock. The winner was Max Pile Driver Reeves. And Tristan McKee was second. Carson Brown 18th. I didn't have a chance to look it up. I don't know if he got involved in something, but whatever. A guy who normally is up front did not finish up front. Cars Tour West, the Triple Crown Summer Nationals Pro Late Model winner was Kevin Harvick. His son Keelan was third. As we spoke about earlier, the Golden Sands Speedway had the UARA in town. Super Late Model feature winner and fast qualifier was Ty Majeski, picking up a total of $10,500.
Sweet.
He'll be moving on to Slinger today. More on that in just a bit. Jefferson Speedway late model feature number one, nothing. They were not running. They did an eve of destruction sort of thing. La Crosse Speedway had late models in action. Jacob Gady was your winner. Elko Speedway double features for the NASCAR late models. Brian Rolstead and Chris Merrick were the winners there. Dells Raceway Park in action. The modified winner was Evan Burgess. And then they did double features. The first winner was Mike Litchfield for the late models, and Nick Nolden picking up the second win. And that is it. And then, of course, race 2 will be today of the Triple Crown with the Incredible Bank Super Late Models at Slinger Super Speedway. And a lot of the guys who were at Golden Sands last night are going to be there today.
I learned something today that I thought I would pass along. That one of Wisconsin's premier racers, Casey Johnson, has been hospitalized. Appendicitis is the culprit. His doctor, now this is, I got some texts with him this morning, and here's kind of what I put together. His doctor changed his mind on Friday at noon. He was supposed to have surgery, but they treated it with some sort of medication. And so he never did have the
appendectomy. That's good.
Yeah.
That's actually good that he could keep his appendix.
I guess. You don't need it for much, but either way.
Oh, you do.
Oh, must be there for a reason, right? He does not know yet whether he'll be at Kaukauna. So our fingers are crossed for Casey that he'll make it there. Also, in another note, a Slinger Speedway lost one of its longtime racers this week, Paul Wagner, who drove a very familiar-looking black Camaro, had green flames on it. He was always running up front. He was one of the guys that Slinger passed away. I don't have details. All I know is he passed away this week, and we're thinking about Paul's family and all of his fans because this guy was one of the regulars at Slinger for a long time in the sportsman division. So we're thinking about all of them. Let's do a break right now. We've got other things to touch on when we come back. Between the cars going by and PJ taking up room at a quick trip, LTN returns right after this.
It's the Carl Wigner Memorial and a 100-lap Super Late Model Triple Crown Round 2. See fender-banging, door-slamming action from 5 racing divisions, highlighted by a 100 100-lap super late model feature on the incredible high banks. Affordable family fun. Kids 8 and under get in free, and it's just $50 for a family of 5. Join us this Sunday night at the Slinger Super Speedway. Gates open at 5, racing at 6:30. Get your tickets now at slingersuperspeedway.com.
It's the one big race you don't want to miss. The Candrude Auto Group 250, Tuesday night, August 4th at WIR. Featuring the stars and cars of the ASA Midwest Tour. See NASCAR Cup star Carson Hocevar, Tour champ Summer, Morrissey and Zaire. Past winners Luke Fenhouse, Paulie Schaefer, and Casey Johnson. Fox River frontrunners Efforts, JVO, Vanderloop, Stencham, third generation standout Ben Sauter, national stars Krause and McGee, NASCAR truck champion Ty Majeski, plus Tour Top Guns Vandergeest, Mondyke, and Fredrickson. Champions and challengers battling for $15,000. Advanced discount tickets, $25. Ages 12 and under free. See MidwestTour.racing for more. The ASA Midwest Tour Candrude 250 and Midwest Truck Dixieland Delight. Tuesday night, August 4th. Spectator gates open at 4. Racing at 6:30. The Candrude Auto Group 250, Wisconsin International Raceway. It's the biggest race of the year, and you just gotta be there.
Miller Sales and Service of Random Lake is where to go for a trailer, no matter what you're hauling. Tom and Jerry Miller have been selling trailers from B&B, Trophy, and Bravo for over 50 years. Quality and integrity is what put them on the map on the corner of 57 and K since 1939. Home of the number 89 dirt and asphalt cars of Brad Miller. That's Miller Sales and Service. It's where to go for a trailer, just 20 minutes north of Milwaukee. Call them 920-994-4358.
From racing engines to street engines, long blocks to turnkey packages, or complete custom engines, just ask and Wagner Automotive can fill your needs. All backed by many years of racing experience. These years of experience have provided reliability and performance that customers need to win races. Wagner's has been building championship-winning engines for top teams from NASCAR to short tracks in your backyard. This expertise has carried over to street engines they supply to top custom car builders. The Wagner Company, in the heart of Wisconsin, is outfitted with the state-of-the-art machinery necessary to design, manufacture, build, and test custom engines, and their company with production CNC machining or welding services. All your questions and requests are handled personally by Casey Wagner. Just give us a call at 920-394-3557 or visit our website at wagnerautomotive.com.
And welcome back to the program. Now, we have some issues. The cars are already getting lapped at Road America, which means anytime the boys turn their mic on there's going to be cars going by, and it's going to be real loud. So
we got a caution already, so we'll be good for a while. We got a caution.
There's cautions, yeah, because it's not about the drivers, it's about the cars. So there'll probably be enough cautions to keep things interesting. It's a 6-hour endurance race up there today. When Jimmy Johnson came in and kind of elbowed Richard Petty out of the way, basically told Richard, I tell you what, you take this magic marker, you color your mustache and your hair with it, and sign autographs, and we're good. You can leave your name on the door. I have no idea how much Richard had invested in that team, but I do know that Jimmy Johnson has taken over that legacy motorsports, and he announced this week he's not just a car owner. He's not just a 7-time champion. He's a recruiter. And he went out and formed what he calls the Legacy Strategic Ownership Group. He got 2 baseball players from the Philadelphia Phillies, one that plays and one that doesn't anymore. Bryce Harper, former MVP, and Chase Utley, who is a great ball player but hasn't played in a while. 3 IndyCar drivers, Scott Dixon, Tony Kanaan, and Dario Franchitti. A tennis player in Andy Roddick. Darius Rucker, the singer. Guy Fieri, the TV chef. And 3 names I never saw before, so I had to look them up. Jen Rubio, turns out she is a CEO of a luggage company. And we can translate that into cha-ching. Kelly Slater, a pro surfer. What the hell are you bringing to the table? And Sam Byrne, and I had 2 different people who got identified when I tried to look up Sam Byrne. One is a Manchester United soccer player from England. Well, they have pretty much money, I think. Or the managing partner of Cross Harbor Capital Group. Well, now, that makes sense. Money, 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 money. So that he went out and found this group of people to put money into Legacy, their ownership group. And boy, I don't know what you guys think about all that, but they should be running better.
It'd be interesting to see how much did each person have to put in, or what is the percentage of it, or how did this all go down? Like, I mean, what do they get out of it? I guess that's the interesting part. When you have that many people involved, I mean, how's something like that really going to work?
Yeah. Dan?
Brian, they get to be part of the Legacy Motor Club.
Yeah. You get pit passes, and sometimes you can be at races and sign autographs, which I'm sure they're all thrilled with. And they get to go up in a suite and have a PJ. That sounds like a life to me for whatever it cost them.
Well, as someone who has a friend who can provide that kind of stuff periodically, it is the life if you're into racing. But even if they're not that into racing, it's still nice to bring some fresh blood in. So while on the surface we might be all like, geez, it's still good. They're going to bring fresh eyes to it, and there's probably going to be a lot of different marketing opportunities. So at the end of the day, I think our sport needs it. So not a bad idea.
Maybe we'll see Eric Jones cooking or something like that with that Fury guy or something.
Yeah.
Maybe Eric Jones will get a hairstyle like him.
There you go. And that's what he needs to. I think that it's notable that Jimmy Johnson can get people to invest in what has become and never has been much more than a team that is midfield at best. Every once in a while, Eric Jones has a good run. But more often than that, we have absent from the front of the field, and that's one way to look at it.
Well, don't kid yourself. I think Jimmy Johnson is quite the salesman because he's had to kind of sell himself to get into the initial levels to work his way up the ramp and make networking connections. So the guy gets it, and I think that he's perfect to be at the helm to try to raise the bar for that team.
Yeah, what a way to kick it off in the Daytona 500. It's his last race. They just announced he got his old number back. He got Hendrick to let him have the number for at least one race.
Yeah, it's all love and kisses, isn't it? They're going to put number 48 on a Toyota, and for Jimmy's last race, which he has announced, this is it at Daytona. And but they didn't really say what number the 48 car is going to be.
I would guess 25 if I had to make a guess.
Yeah, that's the number that's kind of in Hendrick's drawer that he only pulls out once in a while for this sort of thing. So interesting. Yeah, that'll be fun. Next week, the Cup Series. There's no race today, as you've noticed. Nothing to watch on TV with the exception of the IMSA race. They go to Iowa next week, and I'm wondering if any of our team here is going over to what may be one of the closer tracks to us at Iowa. Anyone? Brian? No? Dan?
I thought about it, and I just was not able to make it work out, so I will not be going.
Okay. It's closer.
Yeah, thought about it, but I got to work the Deacons race at the Dells, so I'm doing that.
And it's so hard to get a Cup ticket there because when those went on sale, all 35,000 of them were gone like immediately. So I haven't looked to see if there's any available now, if people have given them up. Now that it's the third year, but they vanished like immediately, and hardly any public individuals had a chance to get them. I think all the people that were loyal to Iowa before and IndyCar holders got the tickets first, which I think is a good idea, rightfully so.
There you go. You said it, 35,000. That's about half of what was at Indianapolis last week. But they won't bitch about it. They'll say, oh, Iowa, look, it's a sellout. How great is that? So good for them. And we'll be covering all of that next week. Thanks for tuning in. It's been kind of crazy with PJ and the boys all on the road. But they're all headed to Slinger tonight, and that'll be fun to watch. For all of us involved with the program, we want you to keep in mind that real race cars have doors, even if they do climb in through the windows. Let's Talk NASCAR is produced and directed by Dangerous Dan Margetta. Our engineer is Matt Losey, and for all of us involved with the program, we do appreciate you tuning in every week, and we'll see you next week, everybody.
This program has come to you live from multiple locations. Any and all comments expressed on this show do not necessarily express the opinions of the station, its employees, or advertisers. Your comments are always welcome at mail@ltnradionetwork.com. Find us at facebook.com/LTN Radio Network. And thank you for your support since 1985. Tune in again next Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time for the LTN Hour on the LTN Radio Network.